It's Mike Arrington with TechCrunch. I'm here with Tariq, Krim, and Brenda O'Connell from Jolicloud. Tariq, you just got off stage a few minutes ago now. You made an announcement. I think we covered that, but just briefly, what did you announce today?
So the public beta is available on the website.
Yeah. And before now, it was pretty hard actually to install Jolicloud. What's changed?
So now we installed, you can download software, but you can just install on a Windows netbook that will automatically let you switch very easily. So now the installation process is really sweet.
Okay. And do you know how many people have installed Jolicloud? I know at this point you've kind of restricted it, but you have a pretty large number of people that are actually using it at this point, right?
Yeah, I can tell you that we shipped 80,000 invitations since we started in June. So it was pretty amazing. All over the world, we had a pretty interesting response from users. I
know Robin Waters on our team actually uses it on his netbook, so he's always talking about Jolicloud. I mean, he's been an active user for quite a while. So you're obviously encouraging people to download the software directly, but Brenda's job is to work with ODMs. I assume, based on your title of Director of Partnerships, to I assume get them to ship Jolicloud at some point on devices.
Sure. So there are several things that we're doing. So we're talking on the one hand to the OEMs and ODMs to get Jolicloud shipped, and on the other side we're talking with the cloud services partners, so that we've got interesting propositions to put in the hands of the customers.
Let's talk about the cloud service. Like, give me an example of.
So one of the examples is the one that Tariq cited earlier on in the presentation, and that's with Dropbox.
Yeah.
So we're in the process of finalising our partnership with them, and
so you'll build Dropbox into Jolicloud.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's there by default, and users, they can use it quite quickly. Yeah. And then if they're using their netbook as a secondary computer, then it's very, very simple for them.
Okay. So it seems to me that you're competing with Chrome OS a little bit.
Sounds like, yes.
And
it's not the first time, NetVibes, iGoogle, it's...
not at all. Yeah? Well, that's true. Although in this case, you announced this. I mean, we were talking about this a year ago, and that was way before Chrome OS was time. But
absolutely.
So in the meantime, Chrome OS is now available. I have it running on a Dell, and it's pretty buggy still, but at some point, probably next year, people will be shipping it. So how are you going to position your product against that to both ODMs and to consumers?
I think what Brenda said is that our first goal is to go direct to the consumers. We're trying to get ground-up distribution, and I think the fact that Google is on this market is extremely good for two things. First, for the first time, netbooks are recognized as a real market. You remember 2 years ago, everyone was like, yeah, it's going to be a fashion.
How many netbooks do you think were sold this year? It was probably 14, 15 million in 08, right?
Yes,
from what I saw.
They say, Gartner says that in 10, we're going to be 50 million units. 50 millions all over.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah, 50 from the early PC to today.
And these are PCs running Atom type chips, with smaller screens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Less than $500 generally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The second thing that is really interesting with Google is that basically they're the only one that really push HTML. They're very serious about HTML5. Because when you think about Windows trying to push Silverlight, Adobe trying to push Adobe Air, the only true ally we have for a full HTML environment is Google. I mean, they're doing an amazing job. They're moving around very fast, and we need their support to actually accelerate this trend. I think the idea of Jolicloud was we get a super cool, supercharged Linux operating system with an HTML interface. And I think that the faster the HTML improves, the better we will be able to provide something. Then at the end, it's about, we will address things differently. Our idea is that we believe that I truly believe that the cloud will be about two types of services. It's going to be about the free, subsidized by advertising, and we'll have a premium where people are going to be basically pay for, because I want my data in the service that I decide. And our idea is really to get to this category of users. I think there's a bunch of people around the world that really believe that data is the most important thing. The computer is worthless, and they will probably go in. We will.
Do you believe that?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I truly believe that. The money we spend in hardware right now, we're going to spend in cloud services. And when you're talking about family data, important stuff, you want to pay to make sure that you have some quality services. And of course, you will have like young teenagers that will use free services. It's always going to be a combination. Then it's going to be really about choice. And this is really what we're about, providing choice to people to use Google services, but all the other stuff like Dropbox, like Box.net, etc., etc.
Jolicloud is best on a netbook of some kind, not on running it on a notebook or anything like that.
Now it works as well on notebook. I've even seen people installing on the old Mac.
Yeah.
So because we're based
You've
on
done the driver work you need to sort of
Yes.
make it run on most of these
So there's
computers.
one thing we did that no one else done, even Google and Moblin, and Moblin is driven by Intel, who
Yeah.
provide that. So
Yeah.
it's why we support the new generation of pulsable chipset. So on the netbook, you can stream HD video. You can stream we have a video online where you can boot in 11 seconds now with a fully loaded. So we've been doing a lot of work on making sure that we're available everywhere. The motto for us is you go in a shop, you buy a netbook, anyone, and you just get Jolicloud in there.
All right. And how much money have you raised now?
We raised 3 million euros.
3 million euros. And you're based entirely in Paris?
We have most of our team in Paris, but we have a few people, one in the States, one in Canada, and we're probably going to expand in the States later.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you very much.